I love the fact that the undead are able to access the afterlife or purgatory. Is that all of them or just certain one of them?
Certain ones. The way I look at the vampires in Killadelphia is you have 3 stages. You have those that are enlightened. Those are the Seesaws and the John Adamses and the folks that basically have the presence of mind and the ability to get past the feral nature of being a vampire, to understand that there's more we can do with this.
Yeah.
Then there's like a middle ground of folks that can talk and move about, but they're minions, so to speak. And then there's the bottom level that are just mindless and hungry and, just
Which one's James Sangster?
Sangster, I would say, is begrudgingly between 2 and 3 in the sense that he did go to the afterlife, but I don't think he has evolved. He's so angry and he's so put upon that it's difficult for him to see his potential. And, I think all of this went to the idea of being seen as a minority in a country and treated as a second-class idea. I'm not even talking about as a person, just the idea of how our history is presented, how we're presented in history. Our needs, our wants, our feelings, all of that is presented in sort of a sidebar type of secondary idea. Part of the goal of Killadelphia was to even the playing field with where we're presented, adjacent to these presidents and these founding fathers, and the idea of humanity in both. That these were people doing this, that, we elevated the idea. I could say I'm president, unless someone treats me like a president, I'm just a dude. So being able to inject us into history on an equal basis is sort of kind of the goal. But I think Sangster I look at as being, the whole father-son dynamic is really a play off of my father, me, and my son. And the struggles that we've had as Black men to find health and function within our dynamic. And there's always love present, but sometimes we bring ourselves to the table, and that's the flaw. The flaw is in us, and it gets in the way of the love. And I'd never really seen in comics that type of subject matter, the vulnerability of being a Black man, different, that role of being a parent in the real world, having to overcome ourselves, having to be humble, all of that. I just hadn't seen us presented in that way. So that's where that comes from.